Grand Final! We got Tomb of the Spider Queen as our first map. It's a best of 5 between Team RageQuit and the Bang Bush. The winner of this one qualifies directly for the playoffs of the Masters Clash, a tournament with an offline final in Paris and 12,000 euros of prize money. Now, 2 teams are already qualified because they won the first and the second qualifier. That's Team and the Hardos. And one of these 2 will join them. And while I would still give the advantage over to the Bang Bush, I'm honestly not so sure that they are going to win this. Because Team RageQuit has been doing very well in the past. They continuously improved. And I'm pretty hyped to see what they can pull off here now. That's a big opportunity for them. And they also got Limo. Now, Limo didn't play earlier today, so in the first match of the day, he wasn't able to participate. But apparently now for the final, he's ready. So they're here in full force, ready to take on the Swedes. That's not only Swedes, but yeah. Now, as we're heading into Tomb, the question as usually is, of course, do you ban out Hanzo against bishops? I mean, there's a couple of maps where I would assume that you would get rid of him for sure. Battlefield of Eternity being a good example. But, well, at the same time, we now have a focus on Rhaegar being banned and also Genji taken out. So that's the first 2 that bite the dust. I'm excited for this one. I really am. Sylvanas is banned. And also because Team RageQuit sometimes has, I don't want to call them wild drafts, not that they're completely out of the box, but they have a couple of twists every now and then that are kind of cool. So let's see what they can do here. And if they can really best the Bang Bush. A lot of the qualifiers, it's kind of nice. There's a little bit of motion happening here in Europe lately. Of course, you still have some of the established teams, like the Hardos and Team Ma. But we've now started to see Granite Gaming is playing with Wooby, Smexy, Breeze, and all of them. Then you have now the Bang Bush. So in this case, Lauber and his boys. So there's a little bit of... there's some stuff happening for sure. Like small little twists, and also some of the teams stepping it up, like Team RageQuit. They have been a staple for a time, but they've never really been breaking fully into the top 4 like consistently. So yeah, very excited to see if they can maybe pull that off today. And if not, there's of course still a 4th qualifier that they could pull that off. And after we've just seen in the semi-final a big focus on Maiev and her winning every single game, she gets picked instantly by Team RageQuit. Limo with Maiev, Lucio. So very quick rotations now. Jojo has already been first picked. There's the Hanzo pick. Brightwing and Hanzo. Yeah, we're off to a great start. I like this. We're off to a really good start. So right now, there's already aggression. You can still ban a few of the heroes out. Side lane now, of course, for Swamp Grota is still a thing. But yeah. But you ban against, well, maybe even Shizakid at the front here. They ban the side lane, they get rid of Leo. Keep in mind that Blaze is also still up, so that's another one that could be targeted at this point. Urel is obviously open on the side lane. Hogger also available technically. I like this quite a bit. Starting off with the Maiev and then with Lucio for quick rotations between the lanes, and then just aggression with I1 Tether. Maybe even a Stukov follow-up, but okay, forget about that. Unless you're playing a double support, Stukov is not going to be a thing here. But yeah. Yeah, Tyrael already eliminated. They played that recently, and if you of course go for Maiev with Tyrael, that's also a real powerful combo for any team fight that you might be facing. There's Murden for Shizakid. And the Blaze. Yeah, that one was more or less expected. Okay. Alright, alright. Final 2 picks. Swamp Grota still has to pick a side laner. Urel is open, Hogger is open. Don't think we're gonna get a Rexa from him here. What else is up? I mean, you could go Dehaka, but it doesn't really happen too often on Tomb of Spider. It happens, gets played, but it's not really your first choice usually. Hogger. Hogger and Gul'dan. We get Gul'dan and we need a bit more damage. We need some range damage first and foremost for Team RageQuit. So let's see what they are relying upon here. What's going to be the choice? What's available? I'm not going to play a Vala here, at least I don't think so. At least not with an auto attack style. Could go Lulnara, I suppose. I'm blanking on something, aren't I? I definitely didn't expect that. Probius! Alright, sign me up. That's what I meant when I said that they sometimes think outside of the box a little bit. We've seen Probius every now and then on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I didn't expect it to happen right here in the first map of the final. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Let's go. RageQuit against the Bang Bush. And we got a probe in the house. So today the power of Overwatch was apparently not cutting it, so instead they went for the OP Protoss plays. We got Chizakid on Mirrodin, Down for Life on Blaze, Alex on Lucio, Libu on Maiev, and No Game No Life with Probius. I mean, maybe they are practicing for the next Meta Madness already, who knows. Bishops on the right side of the map, plays for the Bang Bush with Hanzo once more. We got Henning on Breitwing, Skog on Gul'dan, Lauber on Johanna, and Swamgrotta is playing Hogger. So yeah, it's Probius time. I mean, Probius got buffed a couple of patches ago. Actually, it might have been the last patch. Honestly, with Blizzard pretty much not really providing any new content whatsoever, it's sometimes a little bit tricky to remember if that was really the last patch or if it wasn't because it was so long ago. I can't even remember when we got a hero the last time. I don't think we got one in 2021. And, well, what was the last hero now that I think about it? Was that Hogger? I don't even remember. It was like, I don't think so, but no, it wasn't. But like, what was the it doesn't even fucking matter. Either way, we got now Probius. I don't even know what I wanted to say. But, yeah, Probius, exactly. So Probius got buffed a little bit, and ever since then, he occasionally appears on this map. But most of the games aren't really... I mean, it's most of the time like an underdog that, you know, just trying to pull something off here. With them not really running a proper range damage dealer, I definitely expected them to go down a very different path here. If they can somehow pull it off, that would be fantastic. But we'll see what they can do here. Hogger with a spin to win, the last hero to be added on the money pick. And Probius starting things off with the Echo Pulse. There we go. It was, by the way, really funny when Blizzard introduced Probius. Like, you have to picture the scene a little bit. So we were literally at a... I think it was a Western Clash. I'm not sure if it was a mid-season brawl or a Western Clash. I can't really remember. It was one of the two. And Blizzard was making a big deal out of the new hero that they would introduce, and they would literally not tell us. Normally you could have a few people that, you know, would at least tell you, alright, this is going to be what's being released, or that would give you a hint. You could always find someone. But so they wouldn't really tell anybody, and they really thought that Probius would be... what is that little, like, meme hero in League? It's like Teemu or something, right? So they really thought that it would be like the Teemu of Heroes of the Storm, and they were just like so convinced that everybody would just love this hero and it would be totally funny and it would be just so cool. And then they have the big release video and all of the players are sitting here and the big part of the audience, and they're watching this video play out on the big screen, and everybody was just looking at it and everybody was like, what the fuck is that shit? It was so anticlimactic after they were just literally the entire time hyping this shit up, and then they expected everybody to be super excited about it, and everybody was sitting there was like, the fuck is that? It was so silly. It was incredible. But yeah. But here it is. The probe is in the house and it's gonna do its thing. So now Swamgrotta at the bot lane will first of all have to deal with Limo, and Limo gets out just before the condemn hits him. Well, the timing was definitely on point. No Game No Life is quickly sneaking in now too. We only got our photon barrier over here. We need a cannon rush strategy or something. Like, you can execute a proper cannon rush, something like that. Like, I don't know. Good stacks, by the way, for Gul'dan. So he's already at 14. Normally you want to complete that when you are around level 16 so that you get the synergy with the Ruinous Affliction. I mean, the earlier the better, of course. But that's kind of the latest normally. But with 14, he's already looking pretty good here. So, down to the bottom of the map now. Right. Can I make a play here? Not quite yet. Haven't seen a single kill yet. We're already on level 7. Haven't seen a kill yet. But a few gems turned in. 14. Turned in 4 gems right now. So let's final ones of the level 7 abilities, and trying to deliver the 17 of the probe now as well. Another interrupt from Lauber, but he has to be very careful now. Stormbolt connects. Brightwing is a second too late, and that's the first blood. Lauber died first, turning full Lulba on us, and well, we still haven't turned any gems in the blue team, but at least they got the first pick. So yeah, there's that. But alright, so here we go. We got down at the bottom of the map, down for life doing his thing. Svamgrota still can only watch what's happening there, but this is a turn-in. This is a full turn-in. If they want it, they get it. Shizaki delivers another couple of gems. They could have gotten nearly all of them now. They need down for life here, but there's another big opportunity. It doesn't stun bishops. If bishops get stunned, he's dead. Oh boy, I cannot believe that nobody died there. I could have totally seen 3 of them die. Bishops, if he gets hit by that jet propulsion, he is toast. And now instead, it gives a bit of an opportunity to Gul'dan at the top lane to take some of the towers down, and he does. As the blue team is turning in, and the web weavers are coming down now. So, great job by them. 1 kill to 0. But I've been telling you, they have a chance of winning this grand final. Oftentimes, a lot of people, you know, they're just looking at the names and they're seeing someone like Lauer playing over here. They know Henning, they know Bishops. They obviously know Svamgrota and also Skok, and they're like, yeah, it's the Swedes. A little bit of Russian enhancements here as well, thanks to our Hanzo player. And they immediately jump to the conclusion that they have this lockdown for sure. And they still have a good chance of winning this best of 5, but at the same time, Team RageQuit, I'm telling you, these guys are getting better and better every tournament they play. So now they're starting to push through the top lane in an attempt to take the first fort down, and they will definitely damage it. If they can destroy the entire thing, that's a different question, but they can definitely do some work here. Now with level 10 abilities, it's a small window, but they are pushing bishops back already. The disc, nice attempt to force a fight, but it doesn't really work out for them. So they can fall back, they don't have to commit to anything here. Shizaki is still getting poked a bit. Obviously, by now, both of the teams have their level 10. That gives us also Horrify, which is a huge playmaker tool. And, well, we got, on top of that, even more stuns. Shockwave and Blessed Shield. Shockwave and Blessed Shields, they're getting both here. And, well, for now, a couple more hits are already coming. 24 stacks, by the way, for Gul'dan. Yeah, not too bad. So they take the cap at the bottom. Still even experience. 7 minutes in, only 1 kill. Probius, top damage for the team. OP. They nearly have a second turn in, by the way. I mean, both of the teams haven't really lost any gems yet. So, yeah. Lauber gets stunned. Yeah, a little bit of free damage against him, but Maiev, careful. Alright, good dodge on the ping pong. Blessed Shield didn't hit, but Limu is still low. Gets saved, and the disc this time connects, but Shizaki is low. Avatars it up, and they get the kill on Johanna. Lauber died again, but Muradin, 6 hit points! But he still falls. He saved himself with a jump into the bunker, but he's still down. The gems are there. They're still trying to turn in. Skok is on 54, gets interrupted once, but of course he has to be... Yeah, he's gonna pull this one off. But Probius is already delivering some extra damage at the bottom fort, and after they've now damaged the top side, they might even get this thing completely. Yeah, that's actually looking really good. The rotation had to come the safe way, so it's insanely low. They're not taking it down completely, but I would assume that at some point either Maiev, I mean Blaze alone could just poke it with a quick oil spill and setting it afire here. So now in the middle of the map, they're still making I mean, it comes down at the end of the day to the question of how much the Bang Bush can do, because their wave clear is just a little bit better in the terms that Gul'dan can push this very heavily from the back. So if he sieges up, he gets some stacks together towards his completion of the level 1 quest, then he can do a whole lot. He can burn a wave down very, very quickly. And for Team RageQuit to do the same thing, they have to be a lot closer to the action. So they're taking damage here, but the defense on the Web Weaver at least has worked out. Top side, they lost a couple of hit points. Down, that's a kill. He has to bunker it up. Can he get away? Oh boy. No fuck. Oh! He dies, but they collect the gems. Honestly, that's the most important part. Him dying is one thing. As long as they're saving the gems here, they're going to be alright. But that arrow, damn. Yeah, he would have fallen either way, no matter what he does. Probius is side pressuring, by the way. Yeah, Limu dodges out on all of it, so he saves the gem for them. The camp gets stolen. Top side, no game, no life. He is still applying pressure to the lanes and just taking structures down. And by now, Shizakid has moved down to the bottom of the map to take the fort here too. So both of the fort falls, and well, that could be a kill. Can he get away? And the answer is no. And that's a problem. That's 26 gems they just lost. And we're gonna get that turn in. Yeah, we're gonna get a turn in now. And of course, also Gul'dan getting closer and closer to completion of his level 1 quest. He's at 34 already at the 14-minute mark. Very good progress from Skog. And has the wave clear to show for it, of course. Now, Probius is a bit ahead. Just a tiny little bit. Probius on 134,000. It's like that thing is good at clearing minion waves. Yeah. But can the blue team maybe even sneak this one in? No, they cannot. The red team, they unleash another web weaver wave. And off we go. So, 27,000 for Hanzo, 21,000 for Probius in the team fights. But the Bang Bush is starting to build up a little bit more momentum. And with those web weavers now traversing through the map, we should see both of the forts on the side lanes fall. Lauber is a little bit deep, by the way. Yeah, very deep. But I'm not sure if they can kill him. They're gonna try, but with Brightwing moving in immediately, it's just not happening. The Horrify is hitting Shizakid. I don't think they can get the kill here. Avatar gets still popped, so it's a cooldown trade. But they're wasting a bit of time on this. And still making the play now for the web weavers. This one is down. Up at the top, the keep or the fort is going to fall. And they're getting closer and closer to level 16. Could go boss maybe even with it. Yeah, obviously at the bottom of the map we're seeing the same happen. No way of saving this. Absolutely no chance. Yeah, and up towards the top. They are still defending. But this could be a move for the boss now. You got level 16, you have the lanes pressured out completely. And yes, they go in. There's a bit of a ping here. Stay away from the wall. That one gives still vision, so they want to make sure that there's at least no information. Obviously, it's a little bit obvious that this is a very attractive thing to do now for the red team. But as long as they don't know for sure, they can't assume anything. And they would even have to check the bushes here. So the boss is a bit of a freebie because of the lead and experience. So they take this one. But it will be counterplayed by a turn-in. So it's the good old get a web weaver turn-in as your opponent drops the boss. You're sacrificing the gems and the objective just so that you can defend against the boss. In this case, it's a 12-minute boss, so you might just try to get a bit more aggressive around it. But anyways, with the lanes being pushed out this far, there's not a lot that Team RageQuit could have done in the first place. Mirrodin is still moving away and even hits the Stormbolt on Lauber before he can even think about dropping the Blessed Shield on him here. But 37 stacks with level 16, Ruinous Affliction is in, so quest is going to be completed in the next team fight. And then Skog can even get more damage out. Both teams have their 16 at this point. Yeah, and of course the boss at the top is now being defended. Webby is out too. There's the Horrify, and that's a beautiful kill on Maiev. That Horrify locked Maiev down cold, and that's all that they needed here. Get that kill, defend against the Web Weavers, at least the one in the middle. And then see if you can maybe follow up with a second kill. And oh my god, look at the damage from Gul'dan. He hit that full on and everybody is low instantly. And now Bishops can try to clean this up. Nice damage against Mirrodin. He's still alive and he's hitting the Stormbolt too. Can they maybe turn this? No, they cannot. Brightwing locks down Lucio. And that's another kill. 5 kills to 2 now. Level 17, nearly 18. Skog with the completion of the quest. And the damage output for him is at 27,000. He's going to ramp it up in the next few fights. But of course, still Hanzo. Top damage for the team here. Probius with 31,000. It's not too bad. It's actually higher than anybody else on the side of the red team, with the exception of Hanzo, of course. But they are falling farther and farther behind here. Now, Svamgrota gets hit, and that's a bad timing. Do they have more here? No, they actually don't. I was just wondering if maybe they have someone else that can try and lock him down too, but yeah, they just didn't have anybody around, and now they're forced into a fight they don't want to fight. Lucio isn't here yet. Lucio is not here yet. Another Horrify. That's the first kill. It's an easy double kill. Big arrow again, but at least the high 5 saves them. Limu gets out, but they are in such a bad spot now. Not only do we have another Web Weaver wave hitting the ground, but also they're down. They're both of their frontliners. So there's nobody really they can tank, and that means that they're losing most likely all the walls, maybe even a keep. And to make matters worse, it's level 20 that is now edging up on them. So yeah, that's kind of brutal. That's a little bit brutal. 14 more seconds. Yeah, they're losing the keep, 100%. They might lose 2. The one in the middle is also in trouble. They can already transition over. They have level 20. So the first keep is Gonzo. And they're going to lose the second one as well. And of course, there's a chance that they're going to go for game here. Limu, if they can get the kill here. If they can get the kill. There's the Blessed Shield. They are hitting Lucio. They're both low. My F is dead. That's game. That's game. Both keeps are gone, and they are going straight up for it. The core falls. I mean, it gets demolished. Absolutely demolished. Game number 1 goes to the Bang Bush. Banging start into the best of 5. The red team locking in the victory on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Towers of Doom, map number 2. So, the lead for the Bang Bush, and the map choice was made by Team RageQuit. With Towers of Doom coming up, we now got Genji banned out. Always a great map. If anything was proven in the semi-final between Granite Gaming and the Bang Bush, it is that once again Towers of Doom just delivers. Now that we're heading into our second map of the best of 5 series between the two teams here at the grand final of qualifier number 3 for the Masters Clash. We have Genji eliminated. I wonder if they're having a high priority on Maiev again. She played a big role in the last 4 maps that we casted today. So, we'll see. There's Lucio. Banned again. No quick rotations this time. We still have Hanzo up. We still have Sylvanas up right now. Could play Globals. Tehaka's up on the map too. So, how far they can go with this? That's the question. Limu is eventually going to play as Tracer, I think. So it's just a question of when exactly are they going to draft it for him. When are they running a composition that would allow them to go for Tracer? Tehaka is banned, so there's no global going to be available. We have our first pick then. I love how they're hesitating. You could go Blaze, you could go for damage, or you could just simply think, hey, my F is all of a sudden popping up in priority here today. Let's lock her in as well, but they go for Hanzo. So they have Bishop's Hero. Again, he's not a one-trick on Hanzo. Obviously, he has shown that he can play Sylvanas very well too. He's also great on his Cassia. He played so many different heroes, but if you can give him Hanzo, he normally is just murdering people. I mean, he had games where he more or less threw out an arrow every time he had it off cooldown, and he hit all of them. It's ridiculous. Now that they have Hanzo, there's Sylvanas on the other side, Rega for Alex, and the next double pick here for the Bang Bush. Could go for a side laner now. Blaze again, still up. If you... Brightwing is already banned, okay, so you can't go for a global. Yeah, Stukov, okay, Blaze and Stukov. I wouldn't have put it past them to go for something along the lines of Stukov, maybe even with Maiev. Go for that combo again. It worked really well earlier. Could have played that one out. And there's the ban. Ah.
Nope.
Yeah, no Maiev today. So they saw that and they were like, okay, this isn't happening. No tether into a Stukov lurking arm. No Blaze here either. So, yeah. That combo, they didn't really want to go for it. And that, of course, I mean, it's more than understandable. So they shut that down real quickly. But we also have Tyrael banned again. So if you want to play your Tracer, then you're at least not going to get the Tyrael shield. But are they going to make that play, maybe? Jojo and Leo. All shall suffer. Yeah, Leo is awesome.
Say hello to your sister for me.
Will do. Okay, so Leo is in. We got Jojo together with him. The Diablo duo at the front. And the question is more, what is Limu now going to play? Is he going to go for a Tracer, or what are we going to get in this one? Double pick. I mean, Lauber still needs his tank. And... The meta madness practice continues. Tracer and Murky is being played by probably Swamgrota. I would assume they're swapping this over. Swamgrota is kind of the Murky player on that team, and I'm not even joking. But right now, yeah, okay, they're swapping it over. Swamgrota gets his Murky. After we saw Probius in game number 1, we have Murky in game number 2. What do you guys want more? Here we go. It's Murky time! Hit him with a fish! Johanna on the left side for Shizakid. We got Limo and Tracer. No game, no life on Sylvanas. Alex on Rigger. Down for life on Leo. And on the right side, it is Murky for Swamgrota. I've been warning you people. I've been telling you about him and his Murky. Normally it's something that he pulls out on... Tomb of the Spider Queen, but here it is. Murky on the side lane, heading with Stukov. We got Skok on Hanzo, Lauber on Blaze, and Bishops is played by Zeratul. Let's go. Let's see what he can pull off here. Also, more Meta Madness training. We got a Probius on the first map. We got a Murky on map number 2. Time will tell what map 3 brings. The Butcher dream is still alive. So, yeah. All the way up at the top, there we have our... Yeah, Leo already doesn't like this. Leo is already not really having fun here. It's just like, yeah, I hate this shit. Bishops, he's playing Zeratul. We got on level 1 immediately the Shadow Hunter, so he's working on the Might of the Narazim build, going straight into all of that mobility that would also allow him to keep tabs on Tracer a bit easier and really take her down. Austin's renewal for Leo as he needs that lane sustain at the top. And it's gonna be a fun game. I can tell you at least that much. So Murky is already just doing his thing, and ooh, she's a kid. That was a bit dangerous for a second. If he doesn't have his trade there, that could be a kill. So has to be careful on that one. But yeah, so right now we're getting another move straight into the camps. The 1 minute mark has passed and both teams make a play for their pumpkins. And top side, Murky. Frog in a bubble! So yeah, Tracer gets the kill, Murky is down. It's kind of fitting that Tracer gets Murky for the first time. So yeah, she likes the frog. But we got Shizakid and his boys down here at the bottom, locked into another battle. And it's maybe a little bit too early for them to fight. Lauber playing that main tank Blaze. Yeah, we talked about kill for kill. Goodbye Tracer, but Blaze is dead too. They're taking down Sylvanas, so that's actually a really nice outcome for them at the end of the day. I haven't really touched upon it too much, but we already talked about it, I think it was yesterday or the week before. Lauber is still one of the few players in Heroes of the Storm currently that every now and then is willing to play a Blaze main tank. This game not being an exception, as you can see. So that's happening. And yeah, it's all about hitting those jet propulsions reliably. He can be played as a main tank, but most teams don't really do that anymore. But Lauber even did that before Blizzard, ages ago, obviously, years ago. Changed his jet propulsion wind up. That's a dead Hanzo. He was trying to go for the jump again, but this didn't really work out either. So he's down. And with that, we have the next little move down at the bot lane for the wall. And thanks to Sylvanas, they should be able to do some serious damage here. They're already taking one of the towers down. The gate is about to fall. Tower number 2 is also biting dust. The beauty of having Sylvanas on your team. Any lane push is instantly dangerous. Swamgrota in the meantime, he went for the slime time. And he's already at 6 stacks over here at the 3 minute mark. So, that was a slimy game. And with Bishops now being around, there's no way for Leo to do anything about Murky channeling. So Murky gets the channel. It's all about the bottom altar, as so often. The teams are going to fight for this one. And Leo and Tracer are both at the top, which means that now that Zeratul is moving down to the bottom of the map, they're going to have the upper hand in numbers, at least for a short period of time. until Tracer is there. Lauber is low. He's gonna die, isn't he? They're gonna all die. That's a double kill on Stukov and on Blaze, but they're also losing Zeratul a second later, and Hanzo is dead as well as Limo just cleans house. Murky with a solidarity death at the top. Not that it really matters too much. He's gonna be back in a second, but when he saw his entire team die, he was just like, alright guys, just so you don't feel too bad, I'm gonna commit Sudoku as well. He's looking a little better. So literally a 5-man wipe. Full 5-man wipe on this one. And at this point, what else? Okay, so we get level 7, but the 6 kills to 3. So far the Murky plays have not really worked out. I honestly, thinking about it, you can't really blame him. It's more so that Blaze main tank that hasn't really done anything for them just yet. Murky here with a Black Lagoon. Increase the radius even further, and he's sitting at 9 stacks on the level 4. That's what I said. 9, exactly. 9 stacks, right. So he's actually closing in on the first level of the quest reward. A little bit of a focus also in the Condemn here with the Eternal Retaliation and the Conviction. Zeratul is obviously still looking at the mobility here, and he's actually getting closer to his level 1 as well. He's another 4 short. Sticks around long enough to get access to the globe, so there's that. And in the late game, it's gonna be Zeratul just trying to do a lot of damage to especially Sylvanas, I suppose, but also Limo if he couldn't connect Singularity Spike, for example. It's all about keeping track of the recall as well. But the Sylvanas pressure is always the biggest problem. Sylvanas is always one of those, when you lose a hero or two and she's still alive, she can help the team to convert a bell tower over, to take a wall down, doesn't really matter. Now they have level 10, so they can use that half-level lead to take that bell tower, and they do. If they get a kill as well, that would of course be a disaster. There's the Wailing Arrow, hits all 3 of them. Goodbye, Stukov! Lauber with the jet propulsion, but that's already a bit too late. They only lose Stukov, but that already hurts enough, especially since the bell tower is also gone. At the top though, they're trying to go for down for life. They couldn't quite get him. Now Murky is at 13 stacks by now. Svamgrota, we'll see in the later stages if he can do his thing. There's level 10, and that is 10 shots fired. Boom. 27, make it 22 in a moment. Unless... no, they can't. Yeah, shots don't connect, so they can't make a play here. Murky with the Octo Grab, and that's of course annoying for Tracer in particular. Yeah, there's and for Rega too. So yeah, now that Octo Grab is in, every single time that cooldown is up, they could technically try and get a kill here. So we will see how much Murky joins the fights. But that was definitely the first one, and I guess we're gonna see Johanna fall too. So that's a quick double kill, and all of a sudden they're closing the experience gap again and have a chance to retake the bottom altar, or the bell tower. So yeah, so far so good. In the meantime, we have 18,000 damage for Hanzo. They're trying to retake here. Murky is dead. The fish is dead. Long live the fish, or the frog. Whatever your preference is. So yeah, Murky back to business at the top. I murk, I die, I murk again. He's still keeping with that transition. And well, that's a quick kill on, on Sylvanas. So nicely done. Zeratul gets the kill. Bishop still has to be a little bit careful. Octo Grab! They didn't see Rega there. Rega saves the day. A bit of a slap, and nice! Bishops gets out thanks to Henning on his Stukov. 7 kills to 6 now. Everybody's clustered up. But there's a single ult now spawning at the bottom of the map. They're looking at 13. Everybody's just disengaging. Leo, by the way, hasn't died even once. No trade value at all for him. And Murky is nearly done with this. So the slow amount is going to be pretty nasty once that he's completing his quest. That's actually going to be real nasty. If you have around any fight, maybe at the boss, maybe down at the bottom of the map with an altar or wherever, and you get that much slow into play, that's going to be great for especially Zeratul, who will just be mopping the floor with them. But 4 shots are fired. So the altar has been given up. Late game is obviously what matters the most here. We got the fish tank on 13 now, and the virulent reaction. Yeah, and Murky is again in the middle. Gets another Octo Grab out. Can they get the kill? I would say so. That's gonna be... well, first of all, the quest is completed, and then they get the kill too. Bomb doesn't connect here. So as you can see, Leo for the first time activated the trade value. They're still pressuring the bottom on the other hand, so they want that bell tower back. Lost it once. Oh, the arrow, the stun. Nice save by Rhaegar. But that was still close. A little bit too close for comfort, I would assume. Zeratul zipping in, out. Might of the Nerazim reset. Another stun. Tracer gets hit. Murky isn't even here. 10 seconds on his ult. So if he joins the fight, he might be able to set them up for yet another kill. Especially, of course, if he can connect it with Rhaegar to deny any cleanse endeavors. But yeah, Zeratul is now starting to completely ramp this up. After he had Might of the Nerazim, he's getting way more damage out. And especially Sylvanas needs to be super careful. Some Grota all the way topside. And he's at 70,000. He's at the same amount of siege damage that we have for Leo. And in addition to that, he's obviously opening up kill opportunities for the team. Besides him being really annoying. Alright, so. He had the bot lane. They're still trying for Lauber. Jet propulsion to get the stun. A few more slows. They have so many slows, honestly. Yeah, bit of a slap, slap, slap. I actually like him for that. Stukov with the big boy slaps here every single time, but the Sylvanas pressure is just too much for them to handle. Yeah, there's the interrupt at least. Limo gets attacked. Bell tower is taken, but there's still 4 shots fired. And that's a nice 1v1 that we have between the two of them. Oh boy! Yeah! Ah, the Octograb and the kill. Tracer is dead, but I gotta say, that was cheating. Murky not respecting the 1v1. Alex would be pretty angry here. And just going for a 2-for-1 hit on Tracer. Now the bot lane kill has also happened, so they took the bell tower. The problem is that the altars both went over to the red team, so now they have another 3 shots fired. 18 to 19, sorry, 29. But they got the earlier level 16 now, and Murky is just sliming it up here. The toxic build up as well. Yeah, things are definitely getting nasty. And all the way towards the top, they're going for another play against Down for Life, and he's low, and Bishops is just zipping in and out, really trying to rip them a new one, as Pumpkins are slowly making their way down to the bot lane in an attempt to get them connected with the core. And that's where Lauber just has to shut it down right from the start. Also Henning, of course, helping with the lurking arm, shutting the ability down straight away. They still try to get those kills against Sylvanas, but they just can't. The arrow connected too, but it wasn't enough damage, and Alex is just paying attention with Rhaegar. He's just always there. Whereas our Zeratul Murky duo is still doing work. Bishops had to move very quickly away, but I guess Murky is not gonna make it. So yeah, Murky is down. But still, pissing everybody off on the map. It's literally Murky's job. Annoy people as much as you can. 89,000 siege damage by now. And they're getting another ult out for Murky. Recall! And he's dead anyways. Isn't it? No! Maybe? Bishops nearly died. Alright. Good job, Limu. Not bad. Very good job. Instead, Sylvanas falls as she was trying to get the kill. Scork! Can they get the kill here? Is he gonna die? Yes, he is. But Leo is very likely gonna drop for that one. Oh, Rhaegar! And then Limo is back as well. Bishops is still alive. Jeez, these fights are getting nasty. Absolutely nasty. 10 kills to 10 and an experience lead for the Bang Bush now. They're still behind in bell towers. Murky is gonna have his ult back. Murky has his ult back in 1 second. 1 second, if Murky is getting close here, it's going to be another... Yes, there it is. They go straight in for it, and that's going to be a dead Tracer, or maybe not! Tracer! Yes, Zeratul! Zeratul is just cleaning everything up here. Bishops needs to be careful, because Leo is coming back, and there's the base. Oh, Bishops! The Entomb again! Bishops is still alive. Lauber is out of mana and in real trouble, but the arrow! Oh, he misses! Misses Rhaegar! Blaze is dead, so is Rhaegar. Zeratul also finally died. The fuck is happening here? Everybody's dead and dying. Seems like they're gonna go for the full white baller. Stukov is dead. And Hansa has just said, okay, fuck this, I'm gonna go straight up and channel at least 3 shots. They're taking kills all over the place, but they are honestly losing out on the points on the core simply because they don't have the altars here. Yeah, they try to go for the hits and they kill Leo. He wasn't able to make it happen. Can they interrupt? No, they cannot. Another 3 shots get fired. We're trying to go for Hanzo. That didn't work. And now Sylvanas gets attacked, but they gotta get Hanzo out of there. I have no idea what he was trying to say. Quest is completed for Leo. This is such a scrappy game. God, I love it. I absolutely love it. Everybody's dead on the red team, though. And I mean, they can at some point. They're just gonna run out of hit points at the core. Shot gets fired as a pumpkin makes it through. Now another 5 points get removed. So they're gonna be down to 10. And in the meantime, the boss gets taken at single digits on the core. They're down to 6 points. They're down to 6 points at this right now. Yep. There it is. 15 to 13 kills. So they gotta step it up. Red team, if they want to go for the 2-0 lead, they gotta step it up now. This game is just... I mean, it's all over the place. It's literally all over the place. What saves the day for Team RageQuit is Sylvanas. Every time they get kills, they can take these bell towers, they can keep them. Murky at 28,000 damage, 100,000 siege damage already. And of course it's a problem with Blaze to an extent as well. Single altar is gonna pop up next. Spray game, definitely not on point. Standard spray, really? That's a bit weak, bro. I mean, that's really weak. Standard hero spray, I expected more. I gotta admit. No, they got a lot to learn. They got a lot to learn here. Yeah, 1 pumpkin makes it through. 5 points on the core. Single altar is gonna end it. The big tuna kahuna. Level 20 talents on both sides. So, the big tuna is already coming in. Trying maybe to go for Sylvanas here. No, not quite. Alright, and also we got, of course, the 20 with the Shadows right now. So for Zeratul, it's gonna be huge too. I mean, he's doing work. Zeratul is doing so much work here. But it's just not enough. It's simply not enough. Bullseye misses. Bishops jumps in, jumps out, and Blaze is dead. Didn't have the bunker. The arrow is too late. This could be game. They only need 1 altar. Murky is dead. He'll be back. Don't worry. And Zeratul, now that he's been eliminated too, in 10 seconds the altar is spawning. That's going to be just lights out. It's all that you need. Those 5 shots are gonna win you the game. They try for Hanzo, and Hanzo is dead. And that's the final straw. It's gonna be a tie in the best of 5 here. Shots are fired, and bam! Straight to the heart. Murky! 0% win rate as Team RageQuit ties the series. Series is tied. We are on map number 3. It's Aldrich Pass, Team RageQuit. They were able to win. Murky lost the game. Now you can of course argue if it was really Murky that lost the game or if it was something else. But the fact remains, Murky 0% win rate. Swamp probably at some point wants to redeem himself here. I guess at the latest it's going to be happening during Meta Madness. But now that we're all in Aldrich Pass, we can assume that we're going to get Lucio banned. And probably quite a couple of globals. Or picked early. One of the two. Now, Brightwing is already eliminated. But there's the Lucio ban. The map is big. We don't want him to speed the team up. It's just too easy to rotate between lanes, start attacking. If you have a Lucio and a Sylvanas, for example, you can just do so many shenanigans here. But again, it's not the only combo. You can do so much stuff with him here. It's kind of ridiculous. Hogger also, someone that we see pretty much every single game on Aldrich Pass when he's not banned out, so he gets eliminated. Could be an early Dehaka pick even, unless they want to really go for that Hanzo first pick for Bishops. Not a bad hero here either. I mean, is there any map where Hanzo actually sucks? I don't really think so. My personal favorites are heroes that are niche, but they excel on certain maps. That's already always cool when that happens, or when they have some added strengths there, where more wave clear is needed, or where you're looking to, I don't know, Battlefield of Eternity, when we had, for example, Jimmy taken all the time there. That's always kind of nice. Li Ming these days doesn't get picked a whole lot, but when Battlefield gets played, she's always there, right? Now we got Sylvanas, we got Rega, and we have Dehaka for the first global. You still got the birdie. Falstad has actually not been played a whole lot in... Yeah, this entire qualifier now, I think. Well, I think we had him a little bit yesterday. But today, did we actually see a Falstad today? I don't think so. Not in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. And, well, not in the grand final here either. And Uberok and Hanzo. Lauber is going to get aggressive with this, and yeah, Bishop still got his Hanzo, despite the fact that they let it go in the first rotation. Sylvanas was prioritized over that. And it's time for the bans. Could still ban more supports out. Could ban Stukov, for example. If you're afraid of the Nuburak engage and Stukov follow-up, then that might be the moment where you want to try and take it out. Or, more damage, but Stukov is likely, I guess. They ban the birdie. If anything, I would have assumed that they might pick the bird. But yeah, birdie gets banned, so no double global against them. And Nuburak can also sideline pressure quite a bit, of course. If you're diving into any kind of structure and spawn a few beetles, you can push with the team. No more Tracer for Limu. One game was enough. After that, they're just like, nope. Can you imagine a Butcher? Yeah, but I have to crush those hopes and dreams immediately. Butcher in competitive play is just horse shit. Keep in mind, last Meta Madness, we had... how many heroes were banned? I think 80 heroes were banned, or 70 something. And Butcher was still not picked. Even once. It was nuts. So yeah, nobody likes the Butcher. In ARAM you can play him, just for the lulz. Meat. But in an actual competitive game, where you want to win? No. Definitely not. Alright, so Tyrael and Sonya, we've seen this before. They played this. They're gonna pick Genji. No, the Genji is taken already, so they can't. But Sonya with Leap, that's something that they've done multiple times now. Crybaby is in again, and we got Maiev. Alright, so they pick Anduin. But Sonya played with Leap. They played Leap X-Strike a few times. So what's Limo gonna take now? Genji's banned. So is his Tracer. And Maiev that he played previously is also taken away from them. But yep. Here we go. Last pick, it's a Junkrat. Mayhem. Aldrich Pass. Game number 3 in the best of 5 series. Let's go, boys. Let's see who takes the lead in the grand final. Game number 3. The tie in the series. Gonna end TL. One of the two will pull ahead. We got Shizakid on Tyrael. Limu on Sylvanas. Rega gets played by Alex, and we got No Game No Life with Junkrat, and last but not least, Down for Life on Sonya. Played Leap the last time. Could happen again here. And on the right side of the map in red, it is the Bang Bush with Bishops on Hanzo, Lauber on Nuburak, Svamgrotta on the Haka, Henning is playing Anduin, and Skok on Maiev. So, all the way down at the bottom of the map, they are trying to... Yeah, they're actually splitting. They have Sylvanas at the top running straight into the Haka, and the rest of the team is trying to get damage in at the bot lane. So, right off the bat, they are already taking a very tiny lead in structural damage. Ooh, the Haka. Where's that tongue? Where's that tongue? One down, Junkrat is dead, the Haka is still running. And they don't even have to tongue him up. That's a kill. Nicely done by Svamgrotta. Yeah, sometimes, honestly, the best thing that you can do is just hold the cooldown and not even throw it out there. He was trying to dodge something that never really happened and lost a lot of time and got his path of retreat cut off. So they were trying to go for the structural damage. They still get some at the top, but they also lose 2 heroes in the process. And if they're not careful, then they're going to lose even more up at the top, because Tyrael is a bit low and Tyrael is dead. I don't think he can kill Lauber with the explosion, especially not with the W activated. So, goodbye. That's 3 kills to 0. Good start. That's definitely a good start. Yeah. Rega, he's already jumping back out. It's okay. We got the camps now taken too, but that was a bit of a blow. It was well done. Well played by the Bang Bush. They anticipated, of course, that there would be a Sylvanas push somewhere. And then when they saw that it was literally a split, they went for it. And damn, they're killing Sylvanas as well. Alright, this is getting a bit nasty. If you lose this early in the game, 4 of your heroes, despite the fact that there's not a lot of experience to be had with a single hero kill this early on, you still fall heavily behind. I mean, this is by now an 11 lead and an early level 4. And they're of course also using that freedom at the top lane to get structural damage. Yeah, that could snowball hard. If Bang Bush plays this disciplined from here on out, this could be an absolute disaster for Team RageQuit. There's the tether, there's the drag, and that's another kill. Yeah, 100%. I mean, she can try and escape, but that's now 5 kills to 0, all the way up at the top. They're hoping for a drop on Lauba, but guess who's back? It's Dehaka. Dehaka shakalaka. And, well, he's shaking. He's shaking. There's the stun. Dehaka with the burrow. And Lauba is dead. Lauba is down. Dying first, as usual. It's actually kind of funny. The meme is so fucking real at this point. It's amazing. But of course, he also saved Dehaka. So yes, he sacrificed himself for his teammate. That's the beginning of a big love story. Right there. Dehaka and Nubarak. Yeah, Tong misses. Swamgrota. I mean, he already made some really, really nice plays here. The gap, by the way, nearly negated. Not 100% yet, but nearly done. They are still playing out at the bot lane here, where Sylvanas, Maiev is now up against Sonya. And all the way up at the top, Shizakid. He's actually eating a lot of damage the entire time here, but they took the wall down. So it's an interesting back and forth that we have between the teams regardless. First objective is of course now up 2. They got the level 7. This is one of the annoying things, by the way. Lauba can always solo come in here and just simply start this up and sneak a few points in. With Anubarak, this is so annoying on All-Drag Pass. It's becoming a problem quickly. He can just spawn a couple of beetles, distract those orcs, and then come in and just like, alright, let's go. Let's get a bit of a lead. Sylvanas is dead again. This is getting a bit crazy. Limu, what are you doing? 2 kills against Sylvanas already. 6 kills to 1. And they're now fighting for the first objective. Lauba gets pulled out by Anduin. Anduin is a master of pulling out. Like, he is so good at it. I mean, nobody is better, honestly. Sometimes, you know, some people say like his timing is absolutely perfect. So yeah, Shizakid, he's already low. Every time I look at Tyrael, he's low. And here we go. Lauba, as I say, he sneaks that one in and is still trying to dive away, but he's dead again. So yeah, that's another kill. Now, they're trying to play that back as they are locking in, or they tried to lock in the camp on the right side, but that's not happening either, because Maiev is just coming for a few more attempts to interrupt it. Now then again, they're going for Swamgrota down here. Team RageQuit is all of a sudden finding their rhythm. They had a really shitty earlier game, but now Limo, yeah, he's dead too. I mean, he got some damage in, but either way, 7 kills to 3. And there's another one as Tyrael dies as well. Is it me or is this a little bit scrappy? Bangbush nearly has level 10 locked in, and that lead will help them one way or another. But the game is just all over the place. After we had the red team just getting kill after kill after kill and puzzling massively ahead, all of a sudden Team RageQuit, they seemed like they found their rhythm. And just as they are about to get a bit of a foothold in the game, the red team shuts them down again. So now it's an opportunity to not only go for the objective here, but also they go for the boss. Bishops together with heading down at the bottom of the map. Light bomb, that's going to be the next play. They're still preventing this from happening. Nobody's checking the boss. I think at this point you should probably suspect something. And yes, no, Shizakid still isn't moving in for it. Leap is... yeah, they have vision now. No, they don't. Sorry. It was Hanzo. Okay, so they're going to get this very likely. And we have also Sonya with Leap, as we had in the previous games. Nothing from Junkrat yet. Are we gonna get... no. Look at that tease. Teased us with the rocket ride, and then we're getting a Riptire again. Hopes and dreams crushed. 8 kills to 3. Light him up. Rip. But is he gonna get any value out of this one? Maybe. They go for Adrian. And that didn't do anything. There's a light bomb, and Sonya's dead. The arrow is all the way on the left, by the way. That didn't connect either, so Bishops is actually missing a couple of arrows lately. Limu is dead too. Swamgrota is murdering it. Swamgrota is actually another drag connected. The man can do things with his tongue. It is absolutely crazy. All the girls say so. But that's another kill, and he has been now helping them to get kill after kill whenever he comes into these fights. Sometimes he just jukes them out, And now in this case, they get the boss, they take the bottom fort, they go for the objective, they have the camp pushing through the middle, which already destroys a few of the towers. Anubarak has transitioned towards the top and is starting to take this one down as well. So, crazy game, honestly. They're everywhere right now. And I cannot praise Svamgroda for some of the Dehaka plays that he pulls off here enough. I mean, yeah, he's done work. Absolute work. So, with all of this said and done, we have the first objective moving in. As there is a level 13 talent advantage. And that alone should make this real difficult to hold. I mean, first of all, the top fort is already taking damage. That's point number one. So even before the objective even moves in, they're already doing some serious damage to the structures. Likely, they're gonna get every single fort here. And everybody in the mid lane is low. Everybody's low. Lauba jumps in, tries to maybe even get the cocoon out, but can't. Vision plays were strong. But there it is, and that should be a dead Sonya. Top fort is already eliminated. Is he going to go for a Sanctification to save her? Yes, indeed he is. And the Wailing Aura is helping. Anduin can only pull one of them out, but the Riptire is also not going to do anything, and they're already diving away. Fort in the middle still standing. Not bad. Didn't expect that. But I guess they're going to now follow up and take it after all. Yeah, there it is. In the meantime, they need someone at the top. Sonya is there. Arrow comes in. This time it connects. There's also the light bomb. They go for Teriel. He doesn't have a Sanctification, and even if he did, it wouldn't make a difference. Because that was too well coordinated. He never had a chance to do anything. Lauba spawning a few beetles once again. Soaking the shots of the fort. And now that the minion wave moves in, the third one is taken down too. And our duo is back to the top, doing the same thing that they already did at the bottom of the map. They're going for another boss here. 2 levels ahead. 9 kills ahead. And this time the blue team is like, wait a second, we're missing a few. But of course they have another problem too. It's not only that Svamgroda is doing a great job whenever he joins the team fights. At the same time, he's now pushing the side lane out once more. And will... I mean, if they don't send someone down to deal with this, he's going to get damage on the keep. Seems like they're trying to go for boss, but it's going to take way too long. Leap has already been used. It was negated by Anduin. Dehaka is still at the bottom. They're starting for the fight. He's probably going to come in soon. But bot lane has taken damage. There's a Sanctification. Saves the day for now. But the fight isn't over. Wailing Arrow on Dehaka. Low. The arrow missing again. Bishops. Bishops. Apparently one glass of vodka too many today. A little bit of a help in aiming, but right now he is losing too many of these arrows. Still getting a lot of damage here. And I mean, he's made all his plays already earlier today, so he can definitely miss one or two. He's on 34,000 and they get a kill on Sylvanas regardless. Everybody's already on the run, and Dehaka has instantly moved into the middle with the camp that they had earlier, and is just like, ooh, more shit that I can destroy. Great! And up at the top, as you can see, they're making another play for the boss now that Sylvanas is dead. Nothing else that they can do here. Yeah, so far so good. Full control. Full control. 2 levels ahead. They get another boss. Dehaka down at the bottom. 25 seconds until this one is back, by the way. They still have a level 16 talent advantage with another objective now popping up in about 7 seconds. They have another opportunity to get the prisoners released, get those raiders onto the map, and maybe take the first keep of the game down. So, yep. There we have it. Immediately ready for the first move here. Blue team needs to defend. They need to deal with the top lane. They can't lose their keeps. But again, what are they going to do? They are already in a situation where likely another boss is going to be attacked soon, TM. They don't have level 16. It's nearly a 3-level advantage that we are looking at for Team Bang Bush. So they are dominant in game number 3. Yeah. And there's Hanzo. Hanzo doing Hanzo things. Anduin is already on the way, making sure that he can help him out there. Bishop's cutting that one a bit close, but still works out nicely. And there it is. Mayev helps out. Serrated arrows are in. They're desperately trying to get at least an objective and close to 16. But the Haka is already pushing through the bot lane again, prepping the lane for the boss. There's another cap pushing through the middle. These guys can't catch a break. And Swampgrother is everywhere. It honestly doesn't really feel like he has a global. It feels like he has a couple of clones wandering around on the map. Another arrow, and this time it's a big hit. 4-player connect by Lauber as well. Light bomb, they were trying to connect the kill there, but guess who's back to business? It's Swampgrother, and he gets a kill on Junkrat. Comes in with another move. Rega is low, he barely survives, and well, as I said, Maiev connects the final hit. Now they're cleaning the entire team up. The only survivor is Tyrael. And even he will fall because Swampgrother is a ruthless, bloodthirsty bastard that just doesn't allow you to do anything. Shizakid at this point has already realized that this is not going to happen. Sanctification is out. And, well, he's dead regardless. They know that this is pretty much over. It's a 4-level advantage. And the bottom keep has also just fallen. Bottom keep is gone. Mid keep is about to fall. Tyrael is indeed dead, and Bishops doesn't even get damaged. They have the objective, they control it now. This is going to be game. 2 of the armor shields are already removed, and there's just nothing to do anymore. Level 20, any moment. Actually, that's not quite true. They still have the keep in the middle. Not for long, though. The raiders are now moving in. So, yeah, pretty big moves from the Bang Bush. Another arrow, and it connects with 3. Here comes the tether. Oh boy. Goodbye. 20 kills to 3. Bangbush, they're going through Team RageQuit like hot butter through cheese. Yeah. They're here to chew ass and kick bubblegum. These guys are absolutely murdering now. And with the armor shields removed. That is game, ladies. That is a game. A 2-1 lead for the red team in this best of 5 series. They are only 1 map short of qualifying for the Masters Clash as we are headed straight to map number 4. Game number 4 might be the last map of the series. The Bang Bush definitely turned up the heat a little bit on the last map. So now we have an Infernal Shrines coming up as the next map. And if Team RageQuit wants to force a 5th map and have a chance of qualifying directly for the Masters Clash playoffs, then, well, they gotta really bring the pain now. Infernal Shrines. I'm always looking over towards the right team, and I'm seeing Swampgrother being the one that drafts. And then in the back of my head, you know, there's like always Murky. I can't help it. But yeah, so Sylvanas gets banned this time. They're kind of done with this. These side lane pressure plays that we have time and time again from Team RageQuit. She's just too versatile. She's too strong. That's a reason why she's involved in nearly every single game at this point. Infernal Shrines with another ban on Brightwing. But of course, the question is also what is happening to Hanzo again? What's happening with Tracer? What's happening with Genji? Those are the 3 heroes that, between the 2 teams, are getting the most attention right now for damage dealers. And, well, at least Genji is instantly banned. Are they addressing Hanzo? No. They are dealing with Maiev. Maiev has been a huge part of most of the games that we've seen today. So she gets addressed in the early ban rotation. Hanzo first, or instead one of the others. I mean, you could go Junkrat, could go Blaze. There's quite a lot that you can open up with on Infernal Shrines. Back in the HGC days, Dignitas, they dropped the Hanzo time and time again. And we could see it here once more, and indeed we do. Honor! Hanzo for Bishops. It's like he has a subscription on the hero. But now, of course, you still got those side laners open. You want to have either a Blaze, maybe a Leo on this map. Anything that can really help you to dominate on the shrine fights, gives you a little bit of AoE, is always welcome. We've even seen a Diva or 2 just to control the space a little bit better. I think that was actually, was that them? Well, they get Jojo. You still can play her in the side lane. Keep that in mind. You don't have to play her as a main tank these days. So having her as an early pick offers some flexibility, since you can decide later on if you want to have her as a side laner initially, and then have 2 tanks in the big team fights, or if you just want to play her as the main tank. Either way, she provides you with a lot of additional clear, and that's exactly what you want here. So Rega once again, and there's Diablo and Hogger. Swamgrota with his Hogger, and Lauber gets Diablo. It's actually funny to me that Lauber by now also has the Toxic Diablo skin, which is pretty much what Breeze has been running for years. And he's always saying, like, it's the only skin that really matters for him. So there's Dukov. Don't want to end up with all of these stuns getting compounded by a quick lurking arm silencing half the team. Tracer, yeah, they're target banning Limu directly. I mean, Sylvanas, literally everything that Limu has currently played here has been banned now. So they're testing his hero pool a little bit, I assume. And they just want to get rid of the annoying heroes. So there's that. But Tychus and Malthael. Okay, so that's immediately targeting Lauber. Immediately targeting Diablo. We got the bigger they are very likely coming up for Tychus, unless of course he goes for the Master Assassin so that he has the passive gain for the Odin attack speed. And Malthael, last rights, no last rights, that's still the question. There's no Ana here, so it's no nano boosted Malthael, so I don't think that we're going to get Tormented Souls, but time will tell. Anduin to counterplay, and Medivh to save him. So last rights is all of a sudden getting a little bit less attractive if a portal from Skog, sorry, not a portal, but a shield from Skog can ruin the play. Leyline into Apocalypse is therefore also an option as a wombo if they want to try that. And no game, no life. Last pick. What are they going for here? They only have Tychus as a range damage dealer so far. Are they going to go for another melee or Alarak? Okay. Alarak as the last pick. I'm game. They are rolling the dice here. Infernal Shrines, everybody. 4th map in the best of 5. Let's see if they can force a 5th map or if this is the end of the road for today for them. Game on! We got Team RageQuit against Bangbush and Infernal Shrines, and on the left side it's Shizakid on Johanna. Limu playing Tychus. We got No Game No Life on Alarak. Alex is playing Rhaegar, and Down for Life on Malthael. On the right side of the map, Bishops on Hanzo. Do I even have to say it again at this point? At this point, I just say, like, yeah, whatever. Bishops is playing. If he plays anything else but Hanzo, I'll let you know. If I don't say anything, just assume he's playing Hanzo again. We got Skog on Hogger. Swamgrota is playing a Medivh, so we're going to keep an eye on his baseline stacks here and see if he's able to complete that. And yeah, it's actually been a while since I've seen a Swamgrota Medivh, so I'm happy about that too. We got Henning on Anduin, and with Lauber on Diablo, there's actually multiple ways on how they can engage with the Light Bomb right now, but Diablo jumping in with it is definitely one of the options that is available to them. So yeah, good stuff. So let's get into the game, and let's see if Team RageQuit can take it off. The Bangbush locks in the victory in the best of 5. And here we are. So Medivh is back. Apparently Swamgrota had to restart his PC or internet connection. But yeah, whatever it is, we have our little 5v5 potentially in the mid lane now. So again, keep your eye on Medivh and the stacking process, and also a little bit on the sadism that we're getting for Alarak, who goes into the extended lightning right away. So let's go. This should... Oh, and look at that. Limu with press the advantage on level 1. Now, this is already getting interesting. Full auto attack build, apparently. Okay. Count me in. I'm a fan. I actually like that. I actually like it quite a lot. Now, it doesn't really get played a whole lot anymore, because if you're going for grenade, it's just so much stronger. Well, maybe not stronger, but it's like the go-to build these days. And obviously, you get a lot of damage out with it too. But especially when Blizzard started to introduce Press the Advantage as a talent, I kind of liked it. A lot of people have been complaining, a lot of pro players during the HCC time, that one of the biggest problems for Tychus is really that his range is just very limited and he has to be too close to the action. And that talent allows him to go for more of an auto attack style. So we could see the Combat Tactician as well on level 7. But that's kind of cool. So they're going for a bit of a different setup here. We have also, with Alarak, of course, a very different draft just in general. But Skog is already doing his thing at the side, and they're taking their camps. That's actually 1 camp each. And as per usual, the Alarak with a nice save here. But yeah, the hits are already being fired through. Okay, so it's literally a 5v5 that we're seeing. Bishops is very low. Skog was a bit late to the party. And here we are. 13 stacks, by the way. Swampgrother is at 13 stacks on the baseline after 2 minutes. And that's a kill on Limo. Damn! Like, they are up to an insane start. I mean, 19. We're 2 minutes into the game. And that guy is at 19 stacks. He's halfway done. What? Negatively charged, so we're going to see quite a bit of stacking. And talking about stacking, in the rhythm now. So they didn't go for the bigger they are here. We get in the rhythm instead. And with the extended range that he has, technically he can go for a really big minigun duration here. But Swampgrother is just killing it. If they can't take him down soon, then he's going to complete this one in record time. So, good job by Medivh, and the first objective is now coming up in 18 seconds. Yeah, spray game. You know, that's the spray game right here. Not like this standard Heroes logo bullshit that we saw earlier today. No. They're doing work. And, team, that's nasty. That is nasty. If they are stealing this, that would be huge. I'm not sure if they can get it, but they're definitely forcing some of the other players to move topside. Yeah, Bishops is jumping out. So they waste some time there, and their own camp is already underway. 20 stacks by now for Medivh. Yeah, he might actually complete it right here. Couple of stacks also for Limo, is sitting at 3. As time continues, you can obviously progressively get more, since the minigun duration gets extended, and it allows you for a lot of damage. If someone can pre-stun it, that's also nice. Malthael is dead. They're off to a great start here. 2 kills to 0. 5 stacks for Alarak. His damage output later on in the game is also going to play a huge role here. Sitting at 6 right now. Gets a combo through. And a few more stacks for Tigers, but not too much. He had to move away immediately. And now Alarak is dead too. So that makes him lose the bit sadism that he had. Jesus. 4 kills to 0. Absolute early game disaster. It seems like the Bang Bush at some point just decided that they're done with this shit and that they want to end the game early. So game number 3 was already a bit rough, and game number 4 continues exactly where they left off on the last map. 33 stacks for the blue team, but the victory still goes to the Bang Bush, and therefore the first Punisher. We have them as expected with the Combat Tactician. 10 stacks on level 4 for Alarak. Their big hope is really that these guys are that they're actually scaling into the late game. That's their big hope right now. Let Alarak scale into the late game, let Tychus get a lot of stacks together for his level 4, and then have mad minigun damage in those big fights while someone else keeps him alive. If they can pull that off, that would be great. But with the early game, there's at least the wall destroyed. They're not playing it greedy, they're just moving back. They know that they are massively ahead already. So there's no real reason to risk that too much, especially since they have their legal map hack over here. I don't know why Blizzard ever named the level 20 on Medivh cheats, because we all fucking know that already. You don't have to tell us. I mean, it's literally a map hack that you have where you just move around and get vision pretty much everywhere. So now Lauba is looking for another target. They want to go for Alarak again. And, well, he's dead. Alarak is dead, and they're not going to stop there. Portals everywhere. Damage, attacks, and just mad aggression from the Bang Bush. The Swedes are on the warpath here. They're going full Viking on us in this game. Jojo is getting attacked. At this point, Swampgrother doesn't even get a whole lot of stacks for his baseline anymore, because he can't do anything but just set the portal up, and then the targets die instantly. Not a lot of chances of stacking when that happens. They're getting a tower at the top pretty much, and now that's level 10. So with that, do we get the combo? Leyline into APOC? Yep, we have it, as an option at least. And we got on top of that, the Dragon Strike. Meme Strike in the house, everybody. Plus the Light Bomb for the engage. They take another camp here. Yeah, Swampgrother, another few hits. And also the spray, and he zips away. Hogger, on the other hand, dies. So maybe now, is that maybe the beginning of Team RageQuit fighting their way back into this? We have them with, well, first of all, the last rights, as we already expected a bit. They have to play around Medivh's shield, but there it is. The Counter-Strike is in, and also the Falling Sword. Medivh sitting at 27, 28 stacks. Working on it on the solo lane here against Down for Life. Trying to ensure that he gets a little bit more... Ooh, Leyline comes out. Really? That was very aggressive. So, Leyline gets dropped. I don't know how much of that is meme or not. Good counter strike as well. Saves the day for another second. And they flip him into the Dragon Strike. He just flipped him into the Dragon Strike. Damage against Hanzo attempted, but that didn't work out. And now Malthael is dead. Aspect of death, my ass. That guy is just like dying time and time again. And he's not the only one. Alarak is turning into Alarakt. Getting wrecked over and over again. How many times did he die? He died 3 times. It feels like more, doesn't it? It feels like he died already 4 or 5 times. It's crazy. 27,000 by Hanzo. At least Tychus, Tychus is sitting at 17,000 damage. He's nowhere near what we're getting from Hanzo here. And the shrine is activating now and they can go for another one. Stacks for Medivh are sitting at 32. Medivh has pretty much the same amount of stacks that Tychus has. Just to give you a bit of an idea. So, Tychus is at 34, Medivh is at 32. That's crazy. And they really need Limu to get more stacks together if they want to have a proper chance here. So, yeah, he's trying to get a few stacks connected. That gets at least some, but that's not nearly enough. And there's nearly level... I mean, they have level 13 in a few more seconds. If they wait for this wave and they take it down, then they have a talent advantage over Team RageQuit. But, yeah, things are not really looking too good for the blue team at this point. They need some solid plays. They need someone to step up and really bring it. Leyline into Apoc. There's also the Light Bomb and the Meme Strike. And all of this is jack shit. All of this YOLO'd out, and the only thing that happens is they lose Diablo. They might get a kill, and no, not even that happens. Thanks to Rega, Shizakid is still alive. So they YOLO'd out more or less every single ult they had, and they got nothing in return. At least not a killer. So, yeah, here come also a few more stacks for Tychus. Way better for him. Now he's sitting at 53. Medivh at least should be able to complete his quest. Hello, Medivh? Medivh? Medivh! He does it! Oh, clutch! Look at how clutch that was. He celebrates it with a spray. Was down to 60 hit points. But he is still alive and kicking. 7-2. They're not giving up on this. By now we have also Odin activated. They make another play for Alarak, who's now sitting at 16 stacks. And here comes the next play. We got a kill, we got a double, and it's a triple, baby. 3 kills, they take him down. 10 kills to 2 in total, and again it's the control of Team Bangbush on the shrine that will lead to another Punisher. Swamgrotta done with his quest. 13 talents on both sides. We got 48,000 damage from Hanzo, 31 from Tychus. And they're getting farther and farther ahead here. But we haven't seen a fourth fall yet. So it's not over yet by any means. There's a lead in experience that's definitely concerning. But besides that, not too much. So Jojo is back. Mortar Punisher is now in play. They already went through the wall more or less, so the fort should fall. Unless, of course, they set up some miracle defense here. And they're gonna try. Rega's the only one that hasn't died yet on the blue team. But yeah, here comes the play. So they're going in again. We already have the first shockwave set up. Jojo, Apocalypse gets used. And they deny the... Oh, yeah. Full meme strike value. Hanzo's getting some crazy damage. Normally it's a talent that helps you to isolate targets a bit on these shrine fights. And then later on in the game, when you have your level 20, you can get real damage out because you're just throwing out 3 or 4 during a big fight. But he's already getting some mad damage and forcing Rega to react with an ancestral healing. That's definitely a big cooldown victory for them too. Punisher is doing even more work, even a bit at the keep. First fort has been destroyed, and now we have down at the bottom of the map Hogger taking another camp. The rest of the team is trying to do the same thing on the left side. And I'm not really sure if they can, because it seems like Team RageQuit is willing to fight for this one. Maybe Rega jumps in. He wants it, and he gets it. So they take the camp. There was no level 16 available yet for the Bangbush, so they decided that they would let it slide. I actually like it. That is one of those camps where a lot of teams would have just gone in and say like, no, we're fighting for this one, we're going to try and take it. And they decided to play it safe. There was no reason to risk it. So they gave the camp up and they said, like, screw it, what's it going to do? Not a lot. So let's go with our advantage in talents for the fort, take that down, and play it out from there. They engage again with a portal, or they're at least looking to see if they can make a play. And at the same time, Hogger is already dealing with the mid lane. Now, they are in a real good position, but we also get a few more stacks now finally for Tychus, who's sitting at 85, so that's going to help him a lot more in the next few battles, and might really help to get some solid stacks for the trade and for his minigun. At the same time, 20 for Alarak, but No Game No Life was under continuous pressure throughout the fights. And, of course, by now, we have 16 very close also for Team RageQuit. Yeah, there's the wall's done. That's the end of Malthael. The aspect of dead. Rega, they get their 16. He was trying to save him with an Ancestral, but it was a little bit too late. And Leyline into Apoc. Nicely denied. Well done. Good job by Rega. Denying that for now. 11 kills to 2. Yeah, it's always the weird thing with that combo. If you low 2 of the cooldowns out and your opponent really pays attention and denies it, then it's just a lot that you lost. So it's always a bit weird. It's one of those things that was really impactful at the beginning when it came up, but then now it seems most teams are really good at denying it or playing around it, and that makes things difficult. So it's not as popular anymore as it was in the past. But they're still poking out heavily here. And Tychus, he's stacking. He's at 117 now, so things are getting a little bit better for him. And that makes it much harder for Lauber also to engage in these fights. Earlier it was easy. You just dodged out on a short minigun duration, and then Tychus wasn't that big of a problem anymore. But now we have on level 16 also the sizzling attacks. So that helps, and that's really good against Diablo. And he's going to ramp up the damage for sure. The next objective is up, and this is, despite the forts that have fallen, this is still an opportunity for Team RageQuit to fight back, because they have even talents now. Even talents with the opponent, but Tychus can't frontline this. Yeah, he's at 50,000, gets a little bit more damage in, okay. He's ranking up the damage when he can get the minigun connected. Yeah, they're isolating him again, or they're trying, but this time the ult wasn't really on point. Still, 74,000 damage for Hanzo. And they're just hogging around here. Pork, 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 pork. Hogger, unstoppable there. Go, go, go. But at the same time, they're trying to make a play for No Game No Life, I suppose. Leyline trying to make an engage happen. And the combo is there against Tychus, and he dies before he can even pop Odin or Rhaegar can react. Yeah, they abandoned the idea of having a leyline in an apocalypse, apparently, and just make it an old school approach by Lauber. Good move, saving Jojo here, but Bishops isn't done with this. He's still YOLOing out the damage easily, and they might lose Johanna after all. She gets the Iron Skin out, good for her. And Hogger isn't even here. Hogger is still on the shrine and is doing his thing. 140 stacks now for Tychus on the level 4. We got 110 sadism, 33 stacks for Alarak. He's getting there slowly but steadily, but honestly, I don't think it's in time. I really think if they can somehow survive long enough to get into the very late game, then yes, it might make a difference, but at this point, it doesn't really. The objective is lost. That's a given. Yeah, Alarak with the counter-strike. Lauber. Alright. They get the ley line connected, and they have to move him out there. Keeping him in play is the most important thing right now. But well, it's an Arcane Punisher, and this should be the end of the fort. There's not a single structure that has been destroyed on the red team side yet. But here we go. We got Anduin pulling them out all the time. Medivh setting up portals. There's so much mobility just through those two tools alone. Not even accounting for the mobility that every single one of these heroes has on its own. Being it Hanzo jumping out, Rhaegar just pogging away and going full Tasmanian Daredevil on us. Or Diablo just making the engages and disengages. But yeah, it's a little bit too much. Light Bomb on top of that, providing another stun. They want that keep, and they might get it. They have level 20 now. They got level 20 at 2, and that's the cooldown reduction now on the ult for Hanzo. So he can just throw them out. One ult after another. Bishops, bam, YOLO, Alarak is dead. Doesn't even do anything. He doesn't give a shit. He's gonna have it back in a second. Malthael is low, and he is still alive. Self-ancestral. I actually think that Rhaegar misclicked that a bit. That wasn't meant for him. That was meant for Malthael. But that didn't work. And now another pull into the meme strike. He's already reset the cooldown down to 16 seconds. They are still doing damage on the keep. And another ult. Look at Bishops. Bishops is just YOLOing the shit out like it's free. Time and time again. One meme strike after another. There's the APOC. Didn't quite work out for them. Dives in deeper. Hanzo gets the kill. Malthael is dead. The keep gets attacked. Medivh is cheating with his ult. And Hanzo is resetting this even further as they make another play with the light bomb for Rhaegar. He's down. And they're just farming the shit out of them. Turning Heroes of the Storm into a farming simulator. 16 kills to 2. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Damage output is, of course, reflecting it as well. 107,000, 108,000 for Hanzo. Bishops is having fun here. He's having mad fun. How many ults did he throw out in the last fight? 4 or 5? I don't even know anymore. Bot lane. Yep, the wall is gone. Up at the top. We have them pushing into. Seems like this one is nearly destroyed. Catapults. Yeah, they can take it maybe out. Another hit. Bye-bye tower. So that one's gone as well. They have half a level until level 20, but right now they are just on the receiving end of an absolute brutal ass kicking. Courtesy of the Bang Bush. Maybe with level 20 they have a chance to do something, but like, what would bring them back here? They more or less need an entire team wipe to make that work. And Medivh is just giving away their position over and over again. Malthael doesn't have a single stack, by the way. Not one. Malthael does not have a single stack. Now we got the bob and weave. We also have the cooldown reduction for Johanna, so that helps a little bit. And hasty bargain for Alarak. But things are dire. For sure. So, well, as it stands, it's coming down to potentially another fight on the objective here. And the shrine is activating all the way up at the top. It's a bit of a do-or-die situation. Either you make it happen right now, or you are a goner. Now, Hogger has taken the camp, which means that... And he's taking the wave. So, they are putting the pressure onto the bot lane. And this is likely gonna destroy the keep, or at least do some serious damage here. They've also gone, as did the opponent, for the Shaman camp. Hawkeye is still at the bot lane, by the way. He's not even moving top. They just told him, dude, just whatever. Take another wave down. It's fine. Take the wave. We don't need this. You can join us later. Is he even going there? No, he doesn't. He's just going for the keep. He's just like, yeah, screw it, keep. What are they going to do even if they win the Punisher? It doesn't really matter. Another ult. Oh, Hanzo. Combo hit him, and Anduin is immediately reacting. Portals everywhere. Shield, ley line, and it's just crazy. And Hogger takes the keep and is slowly moving towards the core. So it's a 4 versus 5 at the top. They're still only at 18 stacks and someone needs to head back. And as they're trying to do that, Lauba is there to interrupt them. The shield is falling. They're going for the core. They're going for the core. Hogger is at the core right now and they are just preventing the move back. They have the mobility. They move away. Diablo doesn't even die. No, but Anduin at least falls. The core is down to 83%. Hogger is pogging. Catapult is already on it. And he gets even more damage in. In the mid lane, there's another wave coming. He has the core by now down to below 50%. They're trying to chase the rest of the team, by the way. And Swamgrota is also low. But the core literally at 30%. More catapult. This game. Winion time. Winion time, baby. Oh, they prevented it. But this is game. This is it. Bangbush qualifies for the Masters Clash with a 3-1 victory over Team RageQuit. GG.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.